Okay, so now let's get into some visualization of multiple attributes at once. And so to do this, we want to go into visualization, display tools, and we want to co-render. That's kind of one of the most basic ways to start things off. And we're going to do this using alpha blending, which is kind of taking your opacity, transparency, and blending two attributes together. So let's start off with blending our original seismic data. Here we go. We'll use the red, white, blue, and let me just see if I want to change any of this. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, let's look at a time slice. No, let's look at CDP. Set that to 1. And then again, we'll just set this at like 1.7 to make it a little bit quicker. And we will select for layer 2. Let's do some sort of nice classic coherence. So we're going to do energy ratio similarity. We'll just do the broadband. We're going to do that in a monochrome, kind of black-white. And all of these parameters should be as I just set them. And I will just hit execute co-render. Give it a second to run, or maybe more than a second, and here we go. So we have just very quickly co-rendered our seismic amplitude data with our energy ratio similarity, so you can see how beautifully it highlights the faults. So we've got the seismic data with the faults shown in the kind of slightly transparent grayscale. And so we can move through these and we can notice what a great visualization this is. So you can also make other co-renders, and I would really encourage you to try out different visualizations. In this case, instead of taking the seismic amplitude, I'm going to take one of the GLCM attributes. So let's take GLCM energy. We'll hit OK. That one's going to do the really bright rainbow scale that isn't my favorite, but we'll go with it for now. We'll hit execute co-render. Now in this case we're looking at it in a vertical section, and we could run through the data. But what I think would be a little bit nicer, if I wasn't so excited, would be to run it in a map view. And so we'll execute that one. So the GLCM energy and the energy ratio similarity are running now, and we will get a nice visualization right here. And so we can run through that, and it just having the ERS in there just amplifies the visualization a little bit. You can also visualize up to 3 layers. So what we're going to do is we are going to co-render dip azimuth. So let's set that as our base layer. Dip azimuth, so that's D. Here we go, dip azimuth. We will put in our dip magnitude. Dip magnitude right there. And then for layer 3, we can also add in our seismic amplitude. So let's go to the DMIG volume. Alright, so we've got binary black-white, monochrome gray, and then a cyclical attribute. And let us visualize them and execute. And here we go. So now we've got the seismic data. We've kind of got a little bit of a gray masking for the magnitude, and we can see the direction of dip. And this could be a little bit more interesting to look at in vertical section or in a map view. So we'll switch to that really quickly. I'll execute it. And it takes just a little bit to run. as it works on the co-render, and here we go. So a nice visualization where we're combining our dip azimuth, our dip magnitude, and then also our input seismic data.